Let's get the energy up, guys. Let's go.
Do you hear that? It's the download.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's the download.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's Dave.
Hey, it's Lachie.
And it's the download.
The download.
Treat your ears to the download.
It's better than bath salts.
Get on the download with David and Lachie.
I reckon. Do you reckon we should do an intro?
I think, well, we need to have an intro, but I'll probably mix something together. But I need.
This
some
can be the
samples.
intro.
This will be good.
This will be the intro, and then we'll just add some effects. We can deal with that in post.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing everything in post, so I'd rather try and keep it. Less editing would be better for me. So. Let's just use.
Well, that's going to need a lot of work. Obviously, that's going to need a fair bit of attention.
Nah, this is good. This is really good, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, it's
awesome.
We've definitely broken the ice at this point, but it's more. There's not much of a flow to it yet. We're hardly even talking right now.
No, I feel like this is pretty good banter. Everyone will be like, the boys are bantering, and that's a really good introduction.
I reckon we're going to confuse a lot of people in the process, but I don't care who gets hurt, kind of thing.
No, I'm willing to leave people by the side of the road and just confuse them through the amount of hilarity that they're experiencing through this introduction.
Like right now.
This is ruffle content, I would say.
You know it's good when you're using an abbreviation to describe how hilarious the situation is.
Exactly, and I haven't laughed once, but it's just because I'm such a professional. I'm fighting through the laughter.
Yeah, and really I can't help but shake the feeling that there's going to need to be a lot of work done in post to really try and recover the last minute.
I'd say agree to disagree on this one, but moving forward, I'm sure we won't have any more disagreements, which is definitely a word, I think.
Well, that's the beauty of post, Dave. You can check that and edit that out.
You think that needs editing?
You'll find a way to stitch this together into an absolutely fantastic introduction, I have no doubt.
Anyway, welcome to the DL, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the DL podcast. It's a very clever title, and Dave will explain why. And then I'll come in later and bounce off Dave. So
hey everyone, so this is the DL. My name is David, and I'm sitting here with Lachlan, and so that's how we came up with the name. I'm the D, he's the L, and you're listening to On the DL. That's
it, we're off. Now, first order of business, Dave, and this is I don't want to, this is a place of fun, everything's going to just be relaxed, we're all just enjoying ourselves. But I need to ask you something deeply personal.
Oh, okay. Should I turn the recording off? Is this
absolutely not? Our viewer needs to hear this. Okay. Our listener needs to hear this.
Shout out to our listener.
Hey, you're the first. Have you ever accidentally pushed too much earwax into your ear and blocked your ear?
Yes, I have, and I did it recently, actually, and it's a nightmare.
Bro,
are you a bit deaf?
I am currently experiencing. Because I've used cotton buds the whole time. And there's this, it's one of those things where you just think you're invincible until you realise that you're not. That's exactly what a cotton bud does to someone. You're cleaning your ears out. 27 years, David. I've been cleaning, probably didn't clean my ears for the first 4 years of my life. And to be honest, probably the first 7 years of my life, when my ears were cleaned, it probably wasn't by myself. My mum probably would have. And that's a risky thing as well, now I think about it. She could have really fucked my ear
She
up.
could have done some damage, just pushing too hard. I'm gonna get deeper.
Yeah. Fucking hell. But anyway, I was just innocently cleaning. I'd had I took all the precautions. I had a lovely shower. Nice warm shower. Closed the door to make sure there was extra steam.
Of course.
Try to loosen that wax up. Put the cotton tip in. Clean the left ear. Sweet old lefty over here. No worries, pulled it out. Oh my fucking God. The normal recoil that you do when you see how much earwax is in your ear.
It's just horrific.
Oh my God. Yeah, how is this a thing?
The things have pulled out of my ear.
How is this the natural order?
Who did this?
But, so just that kind of just dismay at what's come out of my ear. I go for what I thought was sweet old righty, but
What variety?
I did the little swirl around and nothing came out.
Oh.
And that's when I was like,
Oh no.
alarm bells were ringing, so obviously we're going to have to probe a bit deeper. Papa's going to have to really get this cotton bud in there to really extract this beast within. And yeah, I've just fucked myself. I've just pushed earwax so far into my ear that I've like tried multiple times. I've given up now because it can't be done.
You had multiple
But
expeditions.
I really tried a lot of different techniques, like putting the cotton bud in on an angle and trying to like dig it out, you know, like
losing levers.
wrench it, yeah, exactly, like lever it out. Didn't work, and now it feels like there's a seashell at my ear at all times in this right ear. So went to the pharmacist. You want to know something?
You got a medical professional involved.
I don't know about that. She had red hair.
Oh.
Lovely lady. Probably. I'll leave that for now.
Okay.
But she gave me some Waxhol. I actually proposed an ear candle, and you know what she said?
Yeah.
You'll burn your fucking ear hole out. Don't use an ear candle.
Wow.
And then, naturally, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why do they sell these? If they can burn your fucking ear hole out, quote unquote. So
If the lady that works there says, do not buy this product, wouldn't that be an alarm bell to the people selling the product?
yeah, hippies.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's the
I think
hippies
that's the exclusive market.
yeah, and I don't think they use them for their ear.
Oh, okay.
I think they
Where are they? Well,
yeah.
because my mind's going everywhere right now.
Think of an orifice, and they're burning ear candles.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
It's hygiene.
They get a weird sense of pleasure from the wax stripping. I think.
Oh, it's okay. Now you're making more sense to me. Okay, well, I might have to get an ear candle then. See what it's about.
It's your life, mate.
Yeah.
And actually, if you could let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I'll just let you know how it goes. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I reckon it's when you do yourself.
Did you get the gun that fucking blasts your ear hole?
No, I didn't. I literally just let it
my
sit for a week,
God.
and then kept putting it on like water in the shower every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like something's got to loosen this
Oh my
up.
God, you're like some kind of witch doctor.
I know. I was doing stuff to myself.
That's home remedy.
Yeah.
That's improvisation. to the
Taking
max.
notes like, okay, the wax day 3 is still under the left ventricle of the ear. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
But,
I want to get my hands on that notebook.
Yeah, seriously.
Just see what other things you've cured in yourself in the past. Dishwashing liquid, not effective.
Coca-Cola, fizzy, yet no effect. But I think that's the first sign of getting older, because I've got a couple of years on you, and I did that like a couple of years ago now for the first time ever, and it really did a number on myself, and it's probably got I got no science to back this up at all, but it's probably something like, you just got a little bit older and like your ear canal got maybe a bit narrower or something.
Yeah.
And then it's just like holding onto the wax, or maybe there's more wax buildup because you're getting older. I don't know.
Well, apparently, the more you clean your ears, the more, because it's a protective, like the wax is a protective thing.
It's against like insects and things from going into your ear. That's what I've heard.
So it's like the more you clean it out, the more your ears like fucking boys. Whoever's doing the wax shift, you're gonna have to be doing double time now.
Yeah. So you're actually encouraging that like wax production.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nature's wild.
So then, like, they divert a couple of boys from the penis growth department, send them up to the wax zone, and, nobody wins that way.
Fuck. You reckon I'm just going to go throw out my cotton tips, because
Dude.
That explains a lot.
Secretly, I've known about it and just thought, I'm basically Hercules. Like, there is nothing that is going to block my ear canal, thank you very much, let alone it be my own wax.
That's true, okay.
And, that hubris was my undoing. And now I can't really fucking hear properly out of this right ear.
We'll give it a week, and then if this thing from the chemist doesn't work...
Oh, it's fucked.
That's when
she gave me ear drops.
Oh, yeah.
Like I say, lovely lady.
Yeah.
But it was so fucked just laying there with water in your ear effectively.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Just hoping and praying that you're just going to hear like this, like... and you hear sound again.
Yeah.
And instead, it's more just like you're getting a fucked wet willy, and you just like, every time you tilt your head into a different direction, it's like, oh, that's cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold. So, yeah. No, I'd never had it before. Have you had it again, or it was just the one time?
No, I've been really good. I probably only actually properly use those maybe once every couple months.
Yeah.
So I was doing it almost weekly.
Yeah.
And then I told the doctor that because I went to the doctor's just to see something else, I had the flu or something. And I said, "Oh, my ear's a bit fucked." And he's like, "How often are you cleaning them out?" And then he said he's using the cotton things, and I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, you're a dumb fuck, basically." He was like,
I love
"You
it
should."
when doctors
He was like,
do
"You
that.
should buy the one that uses water to wash it out. You
Yeah.
should." And I was like, "You're the health professional here. I get that, doc.
Yeah.
But fuck that. I'm a uni student with no money."
I don't need the attitude, doctor.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm in this situation, you already know I'm uneducated. So don't come at me like it's a surprise that I'm a dumb fuck about this particular thing. You know? I know to cook chicken until it's not pink. I know that,
That's
doctor.
pretty good these days. He probably gets some people in there. It's like, "I prefer a nice medium rare chicken breast. Thank you very much. Salmonella alla dente."
Fuck. Al dente.
Al dente.
That's Italian, isn't it?
I've just gone Italian on you, which is typically pasta and not chicken. But I just thought I'd throw in some other words.
Well, you know what confuses me sometimes? French.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What does that mean? Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going. I was just checking.
Sorry, listener, but that was just a little technical glitch, just bringing you behind the scenes. The screensaver of the laptop we're recording on just came up, and that prompted me to ask the question, is it still recording? Because the look in Dave's eyes, if you guys could see the look in Dave's eyes.
If you could see, it's like a man...
Helpless, fully dependent kind of look, like the only thing tethering me to this earth right now is your intervention, please. I'm at your whim, please. Just do something.
This really takes us back to the end of high school.
Yeah, I remember. My pubes were coming in, it was a glorious time.
It felt weird. It felt weird having pubes everywhere.
Yeah.
Armpits,
Yeah.
nips. Oh, the nips were coming in strong for me. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I flourished strong in the nip department first.
I remember specifically, if you'll allow me to tell this story.
Of course.
The swimming carnival in grade A.
Oh, I'm still quite traumatized.
Obviously, you were a year ahead, you know? So you had pubes. Oh, yeah, you had pubes. But your nip hairs were prominent, if I can just if I can articulate myself.
It'd be nice, thank you.
But you said to me, well, next year you guys will all have nipple hair, and you just had a full set of chest hair the next year. And we just had fuck all going on still.
I was an early bloomer. Oh, fuck. It was so good.
Yeah, it's fucking so
And all the
funny.
girls didn't know what was going on. They were just like, Dave's got chest hair, but he's Dave.
But he's young. No, it's pretty fucking wigged out. I don't know, like, when you think about girls going through puberty, from a guy's perspective, it's like, fuck yeah, they're getting boobs and they're getting hotter. And there's really no physical component to it apart from they're getting boobs on the go. Whereas for us, I don't know how we become more attractive.
Yeah.
As we become increasingly hairy and fucking greasy and just
The voice drops like 4 octaves.
the voice drops and there's like, you've got that like fucking peach fluff 5 really long black hairs on your chin looking like a scrub.
I remember trying to grow the moustache like in year 12, and it was because the moustache was the first thing that I like just had on my face, and I just grew that out. But it was like pencil thin. There was like the thickness of the facial hair wasn't there, so you've got like you've got the line, but you've got like 12 hairs in total.
Yeah, exactly. And like you're looking at yourself in the mirror at the time, being like, "Who's a man? Who's a man?"
Might go buy a razor.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so true. Yeah, no, and then like, I don't like. Do you even remember when you just like fully got fucked and had that on your face? Because I
was shaving in year 12.
Well, I was too, but
Yeah.
I only had chin shit going on. I think.
Okay.
I had my mustache. I'm ashamed to admit that I had like an elderly Italian woman's mustache for
Oh, no,
a
I
very
remember
significant
quite vividly,
period.
yeah.
And it's still,
was alright.
Yeah,
It was alright, yeah.
It's, you know what fucks me up? The dudes that have the sickest mustaches I find are the dudes that have like big upper lips. Like the distance between their top lip and their nose is actually like a decent way.
I've never paid attention to this at all. That's it. I'm interested though.
Have you not listened to my manscaping podcast?
Oh, is there another podcast from the podcast? Oh, cool.
Nah, but fucking, there's Ron Swanson. And have a look at him shaved. The distance between his top lip and the bottom of his nose.
Okay. I'm on Google Images. Ron Swanson shaved. Oh, wow. There is quite a distance there.
Yeah, and all those boys that have that big gap, the mustache looks sick.
He just looks so different.
Yeah, no, he's not the same. No. Not at all.
He knows he looks better.
But yeah, and then like, I remember my sideburns and my chin were really good. I still can't get this Shannon Knoll thing going.
And what about the connection?
Yeah,
you're a bastard.
Magic.
You got the connection.
I'm done. I'm fully cooked, and this just isn't coming.
You don't need that though. No one.
But it's like I've got everything else. Yeah. Why?
Well, I'm the exact
same.
Why
not? Yeah, true.
If I've got nip hair since grade 8, why does this?
But it's like, if I want to go to a fancy dress party dressed as Shannon Knoll,
that's true.
I can't. I need cosmetic intervention. And that hurts me.
Yeah, that's true. You'd have to get the missus like busting out her dark mascara, just like
exactly. Oh my god, can you imagine that? Like next to her while she's getting ready for the party, with my lip curled up. Yeah. Trying to fucking get all my little blondies around here dark.
No, it needs to be darker. Like, no, do it again.
Oh, fuck this. Get the scissors out, cut a couple of pubes off.
Oh. Get out the crazy glue.
Fuck, yeah.
Get out the flag.
So, another deeply personal question.
Oh, we're diving deep.
Yeah.
We're quite on the down low. Really.
Well, we've piqued everybody's interest already, so this is where people start leaving. And to be honest, they've all left. No one's going to hear this.
No.
But pube maintenance has been on a steady decline for me for a number of years now. It's years.
Years is interesting. For me, it's months, because I've been very good up until about February. And then COVID struck. And I think
razor shortage, it all fell apart.
Exactly. You can't get a razor these days, is what I tell the missus anyway. And she hasn't asked a question yet, so that's fine. But yeah, so just since February. But you've been a number of years. Oh,
it's because I've been in this long-term relationship.
You are in a long-termer.
So it's like no one is going to see the bits and bobs except for her. And quite frankly, I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like I got the trimmer. I reckon I do it once a year. Like I get a yearly haircut. Done.
It's good though, because and you probably sort of feel a bit this way as well now, because I'm in a relationship of about 18 months and you're at about 5 years? 7?
Yeah, bro.
So you're a little bit
EST 2013. We're getting mugs made. You should buy some.
Oh yeah, I'll see how...
no, it's fine. I'll post a link. I'll post a link.
Post
and
it's
just just leave your name when you buy, because I'll be looking at the thing to see who's a friend.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a picture of me and Ash just smiling and holding hands, and then it's got EST 2013.
Well, that's tasteful, and I really want that in my morning cuppa. I'll be like, oh, that's nice.
And if we break up, there's like a function on the mug where where when you pour the boiling water in, and there's like a wireless transmitter thing, so I can let all the mugs know that we've broken up.
Oh,
and then when the mugs, pretty expensive. So you're looking at like $90-100 for this mug.
It's a sound investment.
No, you're good for it.
Yeah,
and you'll buy it. Just like the rest of my friends will buy it. Like my real friends will buy it.
Okay, well, it's interesting.
But let me finish my story, Dave.
I'm so sorry. Continue.
When you pour the boiling water in and the signal's gone out, the boiling water actually removes Ash's picture from the mug.
Oh.
And it's just me smiling.
Smiling or crying?
And it looks like I'm holding hands with someone, but you can't tell who.
Oh, okay. It's just...
Until you've drunk your coffee and then it comes back. But, logistically...
Wow, this is some actual technology you put into these mugs. You've done some real R&D over the last couple of years, haven't you?
And Ash doesn't know about this part of it, but she doesn't need to know.
Well, why would she?
I'm the mug man. Yeah. I'm the mug man. I'm the one slaving my ass off for minutes a night trying to get these mugs organised.
And you've been in the lab, like with the R&D department.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I working.
I say, the fucking customer's always right. They go, sir, this doesn't exist. This isn't the customer's always right. What is this? Then I get really racist.
Oh,
and that's just something that just comes out of me.
Well, what were you saying? You're getting racist?
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was saying all sorts of stuff. I was speaking. Oh, I'm just going to completely derail that because I'll just dig myself a hole that I'll never get out of on that racism thing. But we were at Korean barbecue the other day, and the lady was serving us or whatever, and they never give you enough kimchi.
Yeah.
And all our listener are going to really relate to this.
Yeah.
Because they just never bring you enough fucking kimchi, and you got to constantly ask, like, hey, we bought the banquet, like, we're entitled to all these free plates of whatever, so can we grab a bit more kimchi? And then I jokingly was like, oh, Kelvin, you got to ask, because he was the only Asian among us. And it was a prank. It was a little funny little prank.
Oh, yeah.
But then I was like, actually, don't worry, I got it. And then I went, sumimasen. And obviously that's Japanese, not Korean. And the lady straight away went, yes, sir.
Oh,
and I was like, fuck.
No.
Like, not only was that like a little joke for me in the table, but now I fully look like a white prick that's got no idea the difference between Japanese and Korean, and I just assume that they're Asian.
Yeah.
I'm just one of those white people.
It's an easy mistake to make, but boy, it's not a good one.
No, and she was lovely about it. Like, she didn't give a fuck. And it's like, he's trying.
He made a little attempt. But...
Big fat Wesley's trying.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god.
Oh, big boy wants some more kimchi.
Kimchi?
Huh? Okay.
You said it right. Oh, kimchi. Good job.
I'll get you a whole trough of kimchi for you.
Yeah, you and your Western tongue. You know how to say kimchi. Well done.
Oh, they would love it.
Love that. And in reality, she probably just heard, excuse me, and I'm just reading into her interpretation of me just being a fuckwit. Also, it was pretty, everyone started laughing because it was just awful that it happened.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
But
going back to the pubic hair and
oh,
shaving,
sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, because you're in a longer relationship, and I'm getting to the point now where for me it's like, if I shave, it's a little treat. Like, it's date night, Valentine's around the corner, like, her birthday might be coming up.
God.
And that's when I'm like, I'm pulling out the moves. This forest is going to be tidied up.
I've got a permit, and this whole thing's getting logged, kind of thing.
That's it. These trees are going to the wood mill.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
Just fucking jump onto the BCC website, Brisbane City Council, little tab, deforestation.
Yep.
And then paper permits, pubic permits.
Oh, it's under paper permits.
You did get a permit.
Oh no, I haven't actually been to the permit site. I didn't know that was the thing.
Well, where are the pubes now?
Well, I just sort of flushed them down the toilet. Oh, am I meant to send them somewhere?
How do you think they make merkins, Dave?
I just didn't think about it. Oh no. Honestly, we might have to cut this. Can we cut this? Because I don't want to get
We can
trouble.
deal with this in post.
Yeah.
But like, there are some homeless people out there, pubeless, because it's so fucking cold, they've lost all their pubes. And you've taken that away from them.
No, wait. So do they take
the
my
council?
pubes
Yes.
and they give them?
Yes, pubic wigs, a merkin, David.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea. Wow, I've been so ignorant on this whole issue.
It's fucking so cold out there on the streets. COVID's running wild.
I know. I didn't know.
These poor homeless people are pubeless.
Okay, well, I don't know, man. I'm just feeling really bad.
And your forest
I was
has
trying
gone
to do
to waste,
something nice for my girlfriend. I was trying to do something nice.
No, I understand, but you got enough pubes to murk 3 people.
I could rug people up. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
From what I've swept up on the carpet alone this week.
Holy hell. You ever like, you don't treat your armpit hairs, do you?
Not at all. What do you mean? Wait, treat? What do you mean?
Put deodorant on?
No, I do that, of course.
Oh. God, that's bad for you, bro.
Yeah, that explains why we're sitting so far apart. My bad.
No, so yeah, I don't do anything to my armpits either. But have you ever, like, in the shower or whatever, just like tugged on your armpit hairs?
Oh, a little bit, but not like super intentional.
A lot of hair falls out.
Yeah, okay. No, I never noticed that.
Yeah, if you do that, like just pull them, 4 or 5 hairs will come out.
Yeah, that's... Do you reckon it's from the deodorant? Or just like they just naturally fall out?
I think they just naturally fall out.
Yeah,
But
sweet.
it's just... How do they grow back? It's like... It never looked... Yeah.
I'm just whispering, looking at you. I'll be like, what are you?
Yeah, exactly right. It's like... Fuck. Imagine... Yeah. No, I don't imagine that. That's sick.
Oh, you're going to have a sick thought again.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, this blockage in my ears really got me.
Honestly, you seem like you're on edge.
I'm dizzy all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't walk straight. I shouldn't be driving, but it's fun.
And you've been sitting on an angle
It's
like
just
this whole
funner.
time.
It's funner driving when you can't really get your sense of direction.
Yeah, where are your car keys? Just just...
No, I hid them from you, so when I told you couldn't take them from me.
Damn it! Always one step ahead.
Yeah. What else? It's been a year since we went to Japan, mate. We returned.
We returned. And...
No, not yet. We were on the trip, weren't we?
No, we got back at the end of July.
Oh, did we?
It's been a month.
We went in mid-July.
Yeah, we went. I sent you a thing, 17th of July, saying happy flying to Japan.
And I flaked.
You just seen.
I didn't appreciate.
You left me on scene.
Oh, bro.
I was like, don't cry at work, David.
It's so fucked when, like, I just am so lazy. You ever find that? Where you're just, like, fucked lazy? And
I find you quite
for sure, bro. It's like when you like, it's like a pocket of time where it's like, I'm sorry anybody who's going to send me a message, but you won't be respected at all.
You've been ignored.
Yeah.
You've
it's
been
like
ignored.
And it's sort of like, I was like, yeah, I'll reply to that later when I'm not so lazy.
To me, yeah, I don't know if I'm not so lazy, but if it's one person and they're sending me like just so many messages in like a short amount of time, I'll respond. If you send me like 5 things that I can potentially respond to, you'll get a response maybe 2 or 3. And I'm like, dude, I've just sent like a fairly good paragraph responding to 2 out of 3 of those points. I don't have time to finish these other things. And I've sort of prioritized them with the ones I absolutely need to respond to. And the other ones I'm like, yeah, that's just like... And so I don't know why. That's why I think that's...
Don't say that.
What?
You're incriminating yourself.
Well, that's
I'm not
trying to.
You're a male.
I know.
And females say that men can't respond to anything properly. And what you're doing, David, is you're almost admitting that our gender is incapable.
What I do is I respond to every dot point individually and take my time.
Exactly right. Man, don't say that you're winking. Oh,
But that's so. I don't know what it is with me, but I care enough about you to see your message and respond to 1 or 2 points. But I don't care enough about you to take that much time and respond to every single thing.
Especially when it's like fucking. So I don't know, but no, I'm pretty flaky on the messages. I love a party, but I'll come to your party.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you get loose. You get wild. No.
I think
honestly,
because there's this whole COVID thing happening, dude. People are getting really sick.
Where, like in Europe or something?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
America.
In America,
in Spain and.
I haven't. Oh, and so like 4 countries. 4 or 5.
Pretty. I wonder if. You know how when you used to play that virus game, Pandemic?
Yeah.
It'd be fucking difficult to infect Madagascar?
Yeah, that's
right. I wonder
right.
if they've got any cases. I'm going to Google that right now.
Google that up. But anyway, I haven't heard anything about Movid, you said. COVID, okay. Oh, it's an interesting name they went. Like, you know, other illnesses have had, like, Spanish flu, swine flu, chicken flu. Basically, everything is a sort of flu, isn't it? And now COVID.
Yeah, but COVID in a way could be bat flu.
But, they think it's a bat flu.
But then that makes bat sound not very tasty. No, so they were just, you know.
I don't eat too many bats. I try to avoid them, so that's okay, I guess.
Madagascar, COVID. Let's go.
You got some stats? You get pulling up the stats?
Coronavirus disease. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, they've got the...
They peaked. They didn't get any infections until the end of April.
Oh, they were doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's gone up, though. Well, it's...
That's like everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere do like, we'll just clamp it down and we'll hold it.
Yeah.
And then we'll just give up. And then it'll be fucked.
I don't know I honestly...
It's weird.
I don't know how Victoria got so fucking grenaded.
How is it that cooked? And they say it's from some hotel issue.
Yeah.
But
well,
I don't know.
wasn't one of the security guards fucking one of the backpackers
something
and
like that, yeah.
got it, and then just sneezed
Went
his
everywhere.
way, sneezed his way
Across
through
the
Victoria.
nation.
Yeah.
Oh, so bad. But anything for a root.
Anything for a root. That's what we always said. Hey,
And it's the
we
bro
took the
code.
blood oath.
Yeah. Well, everyone takes it when you turn 18. Every
Yeah.
man in Australia.
Every man has to slice their palm and shake hands with another man that's sliced their palm. You mix the blood and then you pash him. And you say,
pash. I didn't do the pash bit. That's that sounds different.
in the party pool?
There was no party pool either. But I'm from Sydney. It was a bit different down there.
Yeah, no, fair. I don't know what that jurisdiction does.
Yeah, we try to keep it pretty hetero. Sounds,
How so?
but there's no party pool or pash. And our clothes are on.
And that's more hetero.
Oh, traditionally, if there's no guy on guy,
You're sounding a bit old fashioned, to be honest.
Well, don't get me. I'm jealous.
You're one of the old boys. It sounds like you've just got those traditional Christian values.
Yeah, well, the boys will be boys. That's what we were taught.
Like all my ancestors did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hepatitis in your family, isn't there?
A lot. And that's why we have that trademark green eyes.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
whites of our eyes are greeny yellow.
Some people's are a healthy yellow, but yours yellow and yours you're tinged with green, which is interesting.
Yeah, and it's probably just because it's just been passed down from generation to generation that we're at this point I'm pretty sure we've cultivated hepatitis D.
Oh yeah,
We're keeping that within the bloodline at the moment until the higher ups give the command.
Well, it's good not to taint the bloodlines when you can really try and avoid it.
Taint them?
No, you don't want to taint them.
No, you got to keep the waters pure, as they say.
Exactly.
So it's
there's a sense of nobility with your bloodline, which is nice.
Yeah. And it's the shit thing is though that if they're not related to you and they're not, you're trying to keep the blood pure, you got nowhere else to go.
That's right.
So I'm just lucky.
Well, maybe I'll bring up with the elders of the Sydney Men's Council about the pash pool, because that sounds interesting. We should really bring that in.
Look,
be innovation.
it's a bit daunting at first. Like you walk in there, you strip down, you're naked, you're covered in like this weird warm baby oil.
Oh, it's like a lube, like an oil.
It's sort of like a lubricant.
Oh, nice.
And you end up having to work your way through this playground naked while this camera follows you through. And
is this in the day or at night?
Both. You have to do this multiple times.
Oh, okay.
And so then once they're finished filming you, then you get whipped. And it's like, I don't know if I want to be a man, At this point, at day 4, when you're coming down the slippery dip again, about to get whipped, it's like, maybe I'll just stay a boy forever. Maybe this is what Peter Pan was saying he wants to be a boy forever for.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because he must have seen a lot of his mates go through it.
Yeah.
But then, like I say, once you get baptized in the party pool, baptized in the blood, then you kiss that bloke.
Pash. You said pash before. Just
Yeah,
to clarify.
that's right. Sorry.
If it's a quick kiss or a long pash, it's a bit different. Sort of in between.
Depends on the chemistry between you and the bloke.
Oh, there is chemistry involved.
I don't know what happened to me, to be honest. It's sort of like I've got the footage. They send you the footage for your 18th birthday.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And you watch it
with
with
the
the
family.
family.
Yeah, you watch it with the family,
that's-
and then obviously back in Dad's day, they didn't have cameras and stuff, so all of it's just photographs.
They would have had a guy drawing, maybe.
No,
But what about
no,
your
no.
granddad? What about your
That's my
granddad?
grandfather's.
Yeah.
He's got the flip book.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So it's sort of those flip books where it's the stick man's running in the corner
I
of the
love
page.
those things. That's
It's
cool.
just effectively different playgrounds back then as well. I think plastic wasn't as readily available, so it was just a lot of ropes and wood.
Maybe steel,
Yeah.
steel bars and things.
One of the interesting things that we didn't have to go through, and it might have just been the ethics of it, was they would instead of going through the playground and then getting whipped, what would actually happen is that you had to climb a flagpole while you were naked and covered in the oil. So it's
that'd
quite
be so hard.
quite literally impossible, and they whip you until you get to the top.
Wow, and it's impossible. So
Sometimes it would take maybe 40 hours for the oil to dry off.
That's
to
right.
the point where you could actually get some grip on the pole. And even then, you'd get sort of halfway up, and you're so exhausted because you've been trying to climb a flagpole for 40 hours.
Oh man, that's
And you're getting whipped the whole time.
And I assume sometimes the oil freezes.
So I was lucky.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good time.
I was very lucky that I just had to go through the playground and the party pool.
Well, the trials are a little bit different in New South Wales, I'll be honest, but it's still pretty intense. And I'm glad that
But you were saying there's no party pool or pash. There's a playground?
There is a playground. Of course there's a playground.
Okay.
Everyone's got the playground, but ours is done at night time exclusively.
Okay.
And
are there lights on? Or...
It depends. It really
The
depends.
light on the camera's on.
Always. And it depends on...
Always. For the full week.
For the full week.
Yeah.
And it depends what the elder wants. Sometimes he likes it dark, and then sometimes he'll take some boys off into the
to the super dark.
The super dark area. I was... I don't know, it was always the tall, skinny boys he would take over there, and I was a bit
Sounds
heavier.
a bit gay.
A bit heavier, and he wouldn't take the heavier boys, which, thinking back on it, is a little bit, I don't know, maybe he just had really...
Favoritism.
Yeah, favourite, the body standards, I don't know, sometimes I think maybe he didn't like my body or something, and it just makes me question things.
Yeah, but you're a man now, you got through it.
And I'm hell, and and
you're
then
a man now.
And then we did the blood, I'm a man.
Yeah.
And then we did the blood thing, and it was all good.
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, similar experience, but it's good to know after going through all of that you get your videotape and your certificate that you have to burn as soon as you see it, but you just show your family quickly and then burn it.
Well, you definitely have to show your dad in Sydney. That's if your dad hasn't seen it, it's not validated. Is that how it went with? Is it same here? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I said, we're the pure bloods.
Yes. So it's your mum.
I need to get it stamped by the proper authorities.
Oh, it's a stamp. Oh,
yeah.
Because we burn it seconds after someone's seen it.
No.
Seconds.
No. Our the stamp. I'm starting to lose track of what's happened because a lot of shit's coming up now. A lot of things happened during that week that I hadn't thought about for a while.
With some good memories.
Yeah, lots of fun things getting when I got tied up.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
When I got hog-tied. Yeah. But no, how did we get here?
Because we were talking about being a man, and it's just not the same these days.
Yeah. Nah. No, it's not. I feel sorry for the kids these days. No, all the video, all those fucking poor priests, all those cameramen, getting fucking done in for. I don't even know what the charges are. I haven't looked into it.
No, I haven't. I just
because it's ridiculous.
I just said I refuse to listen to fake news, and I'm just going to turn it off.
Yeah,
I'm just going to turn it off, and I don't need that negativity really in my life and those lies. So I turned it off. Good times.
Well, how long have we been going for?
We're about 40 minutes.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That isn't bad.
That's a good little chunk.
I reckon we can keep going.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty where that came from.
There's more in the tank.
I wonder if that last little piece went on just a touch too long.
I don't know. It was all right. It was about 8 minutes or so, that last bit, because I'm looking at the times, when we're trying, and we started around 30-minute mark, and that was
shit. So you're doing timestamps
in my own head. I'm trying to, but sometimes just getting carried away, in the conversation.
Yeah.
Where did this?
When we're talking about infections in Madagascar, I was like, we can deal with that in post.
That's right.
But now it's
it's all in post.
No, it's straight up just going to be this raw audio file, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nah, that's good though. The intro's going to be fucking shaky as fuck though. It's going to be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, that intro is so good.
I noticed you got a few things in the fruit bowl over there.
Yeah, well.
Predominantly sweet potatoes.
Which potato chips.
Well, they're not fruit.
They're not a fruit. I like to mix up. I put veggies in my fruit bowl because I won't live by anyone's standards but my own.
Do you put onion in there?
You seen there's brown onions in there.
I can't see.
Well, there is.
Or hear.
You can't hear, yeah. Or see.
I can sort of see.
Oh, So because your ear's blocked, do you reckon that's actually starting to slowly affect your other senses?
No.
Like it's spreading like
No.
a weird...
No,
okay.
I don't think that at all.
Oh,
I think it's... I wish you could blow your ear.
Yeah, I mean,
and I mean that in the least sexual way you could interpret it.
No, you're not trying to, like
Yeah.
your ear, but yeah.
But if I could, but I would.
I would do it in a fucking heart. But yeah.
Imagine that, being able to suck the wax out of your own ear, mate.
Oh, that tastes awful.
Yeah. Have you ever done that accidentally?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Years ago now, but fuck, it's like the most bitter thing.
It's...
yeah, it's profound. Oh my god.
But... Fuck it. Like...
But
what are the ground rules going to be? Well, obviously we've been swearing.
I thought that before we started. I was like, is this going to be a family friendly? Fuck that.
Yeah.
I can't talk properly if I can't swear occasionally. It's going to be stifled.
No. Yeah, no, you can't stifle this.
No. But we're pretty good. We haven't been like too blue.
No, when I can't think of something to say, I just fill the space with fuck.
Yeah.
Or right. Or fuck, eh? So just a little filler. It's like my version of
Yeah. Imagine you at like public speaking. So and then the dog he just went to fuck at the water bowl and...
So, look, at the end of the day, we've got two options. We can either go with option A, option B, and we can maybe find an option 8.5. But what I'm going to need from you is for everyone to get their wallets out. This is just a fun little thing we're going to do. And flip your card over and give me the 3 digits on the back.
Yeah. Fuck it.
It's a fun little game. I'm just going to order them in terms of the lowest number to the highest number.
No.
And we're just going to have a bit of fun with this one.
It's always good. It's like, oi, if your bank card was your bank account balance, how rich would you be? And include the expiration and numbers on the back as well in there.
Yeah. This will be a fun little game. I've got a little spreadsheet here that can make this a fun little game.
I reckon I'm gonna have the most money. No one's gonna have more than me. You go.
Go.
363,724,000,000.
Well, you're richer than me.
Wow, good work, man.
Who are you with, Suncorp? They start with 9s, don't they?
Is that Visa or MasterCard?
But like, how do you reckon there's like a shitload of scammers around, like us? Not like some poor dude in India that like does like telemarketing calls or whatever. But like, do you reckon there's a decent amount of people in society that are scammers? Literally doing shit like that?
No, I reckon it's a vast minority. So I reckon if you live close to one, if you live in a city, then you're just going to live near one because that's probably where they have more access to call centres and things like that. But yeah, fuck, if you're in the suburbs or something, I reckon it's
because you kind of have to be a little bit of... It's like a salesman gone wrong that's kind of smart.
Salesman's on the dark side.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like you're selling things for nefarious purposes instead of like products which could be good, but usually they're bullshit.
So like, what a genuine telemarketer is like a Luke Skywalker in this scenario.
Yeah.
And a scammer is like a Darth Vader.
And just that dark side of the Force,
that's
that
so
money
dark.
and that power has just come, and they're just like, I could do that. I could take all of your life savings. These elderly people. Oh, I could do it.
It's tempting.
Yeah. No. Now I fear that I've made that sound too alluring, and you're starting to.
I'm not having second thoughts.
Your eyes are
that's
going,
what you're asking.
Your eyes
going full green.
Full green.
Oh yes. The hepatitis D stirs.
I can feel the power.
Oh, my chest is aching again. Yeah, because to make a living doing that, they must have some way of justifying it to themselves.
Do you reckon? I reckon they know what they're doing is bad, but a lot of the time it's just like they don't have any option to go get an education because they just usually cost money. So that's how they get into it, and they're like, I can't like improve my skills, so I'm just going to do this because I know I can do this and just like make money. And then they do it for a bit, and then they get the money, and then they are just like,
stop.
No, but they don't stop because then they're like, the money's really good.
Yeah, right.
And then they're like, I'll never make this much, like, fucking
Yeah,
going
and
to
have to
Woolies.
work.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and it's not really, like, super hard work. You're just sitting on the phone all day, so I don't know. It'd probably be pretty tempting just to keep going if you're making bank.
Far out. They never make any documentaries about that.
Yeah. Oh, do they? No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would watch that. Though.
I
That'd be
haven't
cool.
looked.
Yeah, we should quickly Google. Probably. Yep, 1700.
Yeah. They're all about murderers. I'm over it. Murderers in Wales. I'm over it.
I'm fucking over the whales. That's for sure.
Is David Attenborough going to cark it soon, or is he?
I hope not.
Did he find the fucking Fountain of Youth?
Honestly, him.
I don't think so.
No,
I've seen how he looks.
No, I am convinced. Queen Elizabeth. She found.
Sucked him off.
No. Well, maybe that's a different thing. But she found the Fountain of Youth, and then she went, there's only like one other person that's worthy of this, and it's David Attenborough. That's my theory.
Fuck.
Any conspiracy theorists out there, start digging.
Do you reckon, how many wristies do you reckon the Queen's handed out to different people?
Different people?
Yeah.
I don't reckon
Not
that's
many,
a very
hey?
high number. I
No.
reckon that's in the single digits.
I reckon that's a certainty.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether or not it's very low single digits.
Do you reckon the Queen is quite a giver to her very small amount of sexual partners? Or do you
I
reckon
don't know.
Quite.
I reckon. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't have an opinion on that.
Yeah. Like, take the fact that she's an old lady now, but she would have been 30 once upon a
Yeah.
time. And fucking...
Everyone's in
down
their
to
prime
clown-
once.
Down to clown some point of her
Yeah,
life.
oh yeah.
And so, do you reckon that she was... Yeah. She would have had to be very
But
selective.
she's had this boy toy for the whole time. I don't really know.
60 years or something?
I don't know.
It's insane. Whatever
So
it
it's
is.
like when she's going through the young woman phase, she'd just be giving wristies to all the polo players that are interested, wouldn't she?
Absolutely.
Or would she be too top tier?
As a princess, before she became
Yeah,
queen,
yeah.
she probably was very... she would have been on the dating scene from all the, the
But it would have had to been a
pressures.
very specific clientele.
Of course.
Because she would have needed approval from
some sort
Papa,
of nobility.
from the king.
From the king himself.
My God.
Or the queen, I think it was.
Her mother.
The queen mother, yes.
Victoria?
I don't
Or
know.
Elizabeth?
I'm not very good with this
Neither,
part. Yeah,
neither,
I'll be
neither.
honest. Hopefully we have...
But it's like, if all the polo players are around, looking smashing,
smashing.
they've got their polos on, playing polo,
That gets me hot. I'm getting a bit hot just thinking about it.
just me imagining polo players in the 1960s.
Oh. And sometimes it's not even just the polo players; it's the horses as well. They're pretty good. Like I definitely
Steeds.
absolute stallions. And I'm not saying like that's the main part. It's definitely a part. I'd be.
Do you
lying.
take up that barn work?
Yeah, of course. So no, I've applied, and they said they'd get back to me, but they were like said I'm very enthusiastic. Which is nice feedback to get, I suppose, on any application.
Yeah. Well, I did say barn, but I meant stables.
No, I knew what you meant.
Yeah, no, you did. You did.
Very, because we're in sync. We're pretty in sync like that. And you said you'd want to work in a stable too. So I
Yeah, just to watch you.
Yeah, you've been quiet about
Just to
it
see,
before.
just to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah. And I thought that was really lovely of you because it can be dangerous work. You didn't want me to get like kicked by the horse or anything when I'm behind it. When I'm working with them. So
When you were under it.
When I'm just working with them closely.
Yes.
So the Queen, but I reckon she would have done.
She would have handed out a few wristies.
She would have handed out some hand jobs. Yeah.
But no, I reckon that's about as liberal as it would have gotten.
Yeah. Like I
Like
can't
going
see
at-
it getting any more.
What the hell's a wristie? Is that second base?
No, that's third base.
What's a kiss? Nothing.
No,
Home.
I think first base maybe.
Second base is hands on genitals, I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
And then third base is
Is like
the mouth,
a lot of. Oh, okay.
isn't it?
I'm not entirely sure, but that's very American. We didn't grow up doing the bases.
No,
did we? 'Cause
no.
We didn't go like, oh, I went to the blue light disco
No.
and I got to second base.
No.
Like,
It was like literally like, hey, I got a condom, but I'm fucking 13 and I'm definitely going to use this. You right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's going to come up. You need to deal with that in post.
No, I will. Everything's in post, damn it.
Stop pressing shift.
Ah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm 13, I'm in grade 8. I've got 3 pubes and a condom and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
She would have been the female equivalent. Oh god. True.
Morse
Oh,
code.
fuck yeah, that's sick. That's a little Easter egg for you guys. I've just chucked in some Morse code.
What was he saying? Find out next
L.
week.
Whoa, that was a good Easter egg.
Half an M.
So, Pepsi. Yay or nay?
Fuck Pepsi.
Yeah.
I'm a Coke guy all the way.
You know, in New Zealand, the KFC has Coke.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Get out of town.
Yes.
How did they secure that?
Yes.
And we didn't secure... And don't tell me their Maccas have Pepsi drinks. That's going to blow my fucking
I don't
top.
think Macca's had Pepsi.
Okay, that would be... Imagine that.
That'd be fucked up.
Imagine going to Macca's in New Zealand. You're like, I really just want something like easy. I'll just get like a quarter pounder and a Pepsi.
yeah, exactly.
You're just like,
Actually, just a Mountain Dew.
just a water, thanks.
God.
I used to love Pepsi Max, and then I realised that was like the fake sugar, and I hate fake sugar in every other soft drink.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think
No,
I can
Brennan
still...
gets around Pepsi Max.
Brennan.
He loves the vanilla Pepsi Max. I've had it, and I was like, this is fucked.
Holy wow. The vanilla
This whole thing
Pepsi's-
feels synthetic.
Oh, it is synthetic. Because when you're drinking Coke or Pepsi, you already know, like, this is probably as synthetic as I should go for the day. Because it's so bad and artificial. And then you go, actually, let's do two other things to it.
Oh, actually, I'm on a diet.
Actually, we'll just take the sugar out of it and put in a fake chemical. And then we'll also put in a fake vanilla flavouring. That'll be really natural. That'll be good.
Everyone will love that. But, like, you know how some things, like, some products get released and they're just dog shit?
Mm.
Like, they're properly bad products.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does the... So it's been taste tested, right? Like, it's sort of like, we're not just going to go to market based on this batch that old mates just produced straight up. And we've all had to try and been like, oh, if I was desperate, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Like,
So many times it comes out and then you taste it and you're like, did they actually have a guy go like, that's delicious.
Approved.
Make 4 million of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
and send them out nationally, because that's fucking awful.
I'm trying to think if there was like...
Usually, chips are very bad at that. Like, new
yeah.
chip flavors. And I'm like, leave the fucking lime chicken, honey glazed, soy dusted potato chips on the fucking ground, because they're awful.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm thinking specifically of when Mother first came out, the first
this
Mother.
is a good example. And I remember this vividly because it hurt me.
It was like
My
this
soul.
disgusting... It was literally like, okay, we're going to add, in this 250ml can, we're going to add 100 grams of sugar, and we're going to blend that with some fresh fertilizer. And it was like super just like
Just
earthy
sprinkle
and
some
rank.
berry in there.
Yeah.
But do you know what the story behind that is?
No.
So I do.
Remember the ad was good and the drink was shit.
And then do you remember when they brought out the new flavour and they said, and we fired the previous people, and they had like, they like fucking threw out the scientists out the window or something. And I was like, oh, good, they've acknowledged. But they fucked up, because when they made that first Mother, it was some sort of, whatever one of the flavours was in, it went off. It went off in the can. And so by the time they, because they always sit in like warehouses for like 2 months, and then they go to the Woolies or whatever. And then in those 2 months they went off. And then when we were tasting it, we were drinking off shit.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever it was actually bad. So that was an example where it tasted good in the lab when they made it, because it was all,
right.
and then it went out. And it was shit.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
But
Okay.
I remember the flavour of it, and it was literally like ginger beer, like some sort of weird sweet berry flavour, and then like acid. Or like fertilizer is a good example, like dirt. Like an actual dirt taste.
Because, like, I remember I had one and then was like, that's absolutely fucked. I must have just had bad luck. Then I got another one, just was like, they're advertising it like it's the tastiest thing ever. Like, surely I just got bad luck. Got one a week or two later, and then was like, no, that's not a good drink. And I'm telling my friends. I don't give a fuck, Coca-Cola Amatel. I will fucking tell all my friends not to buy your drink.
That's it.
And you can come after me, because I'm 12 and I got a lot of power. And you can come after me, but I'll fight back. I'll bite back.
Tonight on 7 News, young Year 12 student behind bars after Coke Amatil sues for $12 million.
I don't have the money.
Tonight at 6.
They know that.
be pretty good though. But yeah, and then the new Mother came out and was delicious, and I love it. I still get it very occasionally, but I think I rate it more than V. But V is a good go-to.
Are you off energy drinks for the most part?
I would say like 95% of my energy drink consumption is gone. I'm like...
That is fantastic to hear.
I just never really... Because it's coffee, and then the coffee's like...
It does enough.
Instant coffee to get me out of bed, then a good coffee at work to actually get my brain work happening. My work brain going goodly and working smart.
Goodly onward.
And doing the words smartness. And other than that, never going out and buying an energy drink.
Yeah, I don't do it during the day, but I like having one if I'm going to have a late shift playing games. So it's like I probably will have 1 or 2 a week. Oh shit, sorry. Fuck. It's peaking every time I do it. Yeah, shit. No, I probably will have like 1 or 2 a week, but it's only like a late night, like if I'm going to have a game.
Oh, so you're still buying like a 6-pack of these and having them in the house?
No.
Okay.
So I just buy on the weekly shop. I buy 1 or 2.
Oh yeah, that's all right. That's fine.
And that just sits in the fridge until I go and get it. And like sometimes it'll be like. And it'll be the 250s as well, not the 500s.
Oh, well, that's...
But, like, Ash is trying to get me to stop, and I'm just like, no, but it's my gaming shoes. It's Daddy's gaming shoes.
I just need to game. My reaction skills.
But no, like,
clicks per minute.
during the, like, week, during the day, it's just pure coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't mind an iced coffee every now and again, too.
No, I'll drink
but
myself a nice break.
I'm a bit of a sugar slut, too.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a lizard, you know.
I'm a little bit of a bumblebee, just like the sugar. It's
tasty. Yeah, so... yeah. No, but I never get Mother. Just to go back to it. I like V's... I just stick with V.
V's really good, though.
I think I'm coming around, and it's been a long time, but I think I'm coming around to the fact that Red Bull's probably a better drink.
Oh,
but
interesting.
It's more expensive.
It is.
But I think the flavour of it's a bit more like well developed. If that makes sense.
They probably took more time making it, and because V's like an Australian Coca-Cola brand, I think.
Yeah.
And Red Bull was like the OG, where they're like, we're gonna make an energy drink, and we're gonna take some time.
Yeah.
And make this fucking tasty.
Yeah, true. But yeah. Anyway, fuck.
It. Trying to be healthy and shit. It's fucked. It's hard.
Trying to be healthy.
Putting on weight all the time. Effortless.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's effortless, mate.
Oh, shit.
Don't you reckon?
I just like, I'm just a fucking chunky thing that just sticks around this weight almost no matter what I eat.
Oh,
like,
that's
I
good.
can eat healthy. I can eat healthy, and I feel a bit better, but not much better. Like, just physically feel it. But, like, really... But it's because, like, my fucking routine's fucked. Like, I don't eat breakfast ever.
Yeah, neither.
I literally skip the whole meal.
Yep.
Occasionally we'll skip lunch and just have dinner. Usually I'll give
I couldn't skip lunch and go through to dinner. Yeah. I would be like a husk of a man.
And that's probably why I don't gain shitloads of weight, even though I should.
Don't you feel awful that afternoon though? Because it gets to like 1 o'clock. If I haven't had lunch by 1, my body's like, hey mate, I'm falling, and I can't do anything.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I've like stalled my metabolism or something. I don't know.
But yeah, that's intermittent fasting. Absolutely, you're probably doing more than intermittent fasting because intermittent fasting is where you don't eat from 7 at night.
Yeah, it's an 8-hour window, isn't it?
No, it's like 16. It's 8 at night.
That's where you don't eat.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
So you got to eat before 7.
Yeah.
And then you eat after midday.
Yeah.
So what's that? I don't know. That's maths, and I can't. So.
Yeah. No, it's 8 hours where you can eat, 16 where you can't.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty good. Some days when I do that intentionally, because I just wake up and go, fuck this breakfast shit, I feel pretty good. Like,
yeah.
But as long as my lunch is like around 12 or 1 and no later, because then I'm like...
But when you do have that meal though, it hits you hard.
Do you mean like you feel heavy?
Yeah.
If you eat like carbs, if you carb it up, then I feel god awful.
Yeah, well, we're still doing HelloFresh. I think we're going to can it.
Yeah.
Sorry, HelloFresh, sponsor us.
I love you.
But the prices are going up, and we've sort of been doing it for 6 months, and we've kind of done the meals. You know what I mean? Like now,
you've done the
now it's on the rotisserie. We've got the recipe already with the ingredients on it. The only thing that's stopping us is, picking our meals and going to the shops and writing a list of what we need.
Well, it's funny. I was literally just at Woolworths, and I was just thinking, like, man, I wish I could just do HelloFresh, and then I wouldn't have to do this whole cooking thing every week.
It's good. It is good.
It is good.
Like, I've been living La Vida Loca. You know what I mean? Like, as Ricky Martin famously put it.
That's right. And I think he was actually talking about HelloFresh because he started the business.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, I'm just going to take your phone away so you can't look that up, but just trust me.
Okay,
As like a friend to a friend, and if you ever betray this
Ricky
trust,
Martin,
I'll really feel it.
Ricky Martin is
The face.
CEO, or the face?
He's definitely a heavily invested partner. I don't know if he's a CEO.
You want to know something?
What?
In our most recent HelloFresh delivery, Sophie Monk was on like the cover of the magazine that comes with the thing. Yeah. And whenever I see her, I shudder.
She's like, I don't know. She's a weird, interesting choice for like a face of a brand because she's kind of like real bogan.
But everyone's sort of picked, like everyone, like she's hot. Like I get it.
Yeah, definitely get the hotness.
But it's like, what are you?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
you know, like is that it? Say what you're giving me?
I don't know I don't know what she actually is other than like a personality.
Yeah, and even then, that's questionable,
yeah.
bro. Like,
but even
So it was like she had a song, didn't she? And that's how she first got famous. Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm very happy to remain ignorant of this piece of music.
Same, bro. Same. But I'm pretty sure, even though I could be completely wrong, there was like a song that made her famous, and she was a little bit famous for a bit, like around the time of like Kylie Minogue and shit.
Wow, right.
Then that like fucking died off, and I think she did like some movie cameo shit, but it all sort of died off. And then she went on to The Bachelor to revamp. Does Katie watch The Bachelor? Let's talk. No. Let's talk about this.
I can't. I've got very little. Now I know you're quite I don't want to say fan, but I know you watch it with the missus, so you've got things to say. I've only got things to say about Bachelor in Paradise this season a little bit because I've seen a couple of reviews and that's all I've got.
Now, let me just set the record straight. I'm not a fan.
I didn't say that.
I want absolutely nothing to do with the show. For every second you watch, you lose an IQ point.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that.
It almost causes irreparable damage. The whole setup is so cringe. The fucking music is like so, like, it's worse than like a thriller. Yeah. Like the way that the music's set up.
It's worse than like The Bold and the Beautiful. You know how it's so on the nose? It's
like they're trying to create this atmosphere. It's like successfully, mind you.
Here's what you feel.
But it's hectic.
And they're just punching you with what you feel.
And then, like, it's so hectically edited that you can tell, like, there's got to be a producer or someone there going like, yeah, and then throw the table.
They call
it
Frankenbites. So in these shows, and the Bachelor in Paradise show on it right now is so bad. I've seen YouTubers like that are audio engineers like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And it's called Frankenbites, and it's where literally they just take like part of a conversation and then they'll like film like the sky, and then they just take the other conversation and just try and fucking merge it together. And because it's like, the first part of the conversation's got like the ocean in the background, and then the second part's like they're in a small room.
Yeah, right.
And you can just fucking hear it. I'm like, no, it's so bad.
I don't have the ear, like, a sensitive enough ear for that shit. But
you will.
The structure, like the structure of the show, it's like, okay, I don't want to say this word, but I'm going to.
Okay.
Ethics.
Yeah.
It's like the show is about finding love. Well, no, it's actually not, but that's the premise of the show, right? So they're looking for love. They're looking for a permanent relationship because they haven't been successful. But everyone that goes on the show is this like young little Instagramming fucking scrubber that wants to raise their profile, and they're there almost fucking exclusively for that purpose now. You know, like maybe on the first season it was a bit more legitimate.
Yeah,
maybe.
Before,
that bloke I think is still with the bird that he picked.
Oh, true. Okay.
So like I'm kind of like, that's cool, but that. They've veered so far off course now, and it's just all about like trying to create this hectic melodrama. And there was there was the funniest bit that I heard on Jim Jeffries' stand-up.
The new one?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it
yeah,
yet. Yeah,
where he goes. Oh, I probably shouldn't say it, but I want to just say it because it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's talking about like interests that guys and girls have, and it's like, yeah, we like our action movies because, you know, like action comedies, and it's like because we're funny and we like doing things, whereas girls, they like drama because they like drama. And it's just so fucking true. Like I watch Ash's face when something's going down.
Yeah.
And she's almost more entertaining than the show. Because she's like, I'm just like watching her eyes widen as she gets fully sucked in and immersed into. And I'm like, it's all fabricated. Yeah. Can't you see? Can't you see? What is this world? It's like 1984, some Orwellian fucking like.
Just shaking her. Wake up! Yeah. You've got to wake up!
That's exactly right. Oh. But it happens every fucking season.
And Ash is such a smart girl as well.
Dean's a fuck as well, because Dean just drinks it in too. He likes that shit. Yeah. It's like, oh my god.
What is happening? Yeah, they do a good job of catching people off guard with just like, it's so sneaky. I don't know. It's hectic.
Right, well, should we call it there?
Well, you know, that's an hour podcast.
Yeah,
that's pretty good for the first podcast.
That'll do.
That's pretty good.
That'll goddamn do.
And
I have a feeling when we listen to that back, we'll realise that probably some of the things that we were talking about were a little bit boring.
Yeah, definitely.
But
no, I don't. I'll be happy if we can get to like 40 minutes even.
Yeah.
Like, so that's pretty good. Just cutting.
Well, that's just a straight freestyle too. So.
Yeah, that's sweet. Good work. Well, thanks for listening.
All right. Well, we'll see you next episode. This has been the DL podcast. Stay true to yourselves and don't forget who you are.
Don't let them tell you what to do. They'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh.